In this video we're going to make an update on the transfers so far until the 3rd of August 2025. And we're going to start with Liverpool. Now Liverpool made an offer of £110 million for Isak from Newcastle a few days ago. Newcastle has reacted that bid, and they also said that they said nothing about, they reacted that bid. They didn't say £150 million is enough, they just reacted that bid. The latest news, however, was on Isak. On Monday he is back in training with Newcastle United. On Monday 4th of August, Isak is back in training with Newcastle United. That means something. He probably might consider to stay, but I don't think Liverpool will offer something like £150 million. This might mean that Isak is going to stay with Newcastle United. We don't know yet. We'll see. It's exciting, but Liverpool is still looking for a centre forward and I think a centre back. Now Manchester City has told goalkeeper Ortega he can find a new club, because there are 4 goalkeepers now: Ederson, Ortega, Trafford and Bettinelli. Because they already signed 2 goalkeepers. One of the 4 has to leave. Now Bettinelli, they signed him as a 3rd goalkeeper. They signed Trafford as a 2nd goalkeeper, or maybe even 1st goalkeeper. So Ederson or Ortega has to leave. Now Ortega has to leave, then he can find a new club. Ederson can stay. There is some interest from, I would assume, from Burnley. He can replace Trafford. Maybe another team like Leicester City had some interest in Trafford, in Ortega. We will see. I think I can leave for free. There's not much news on Arsenal, but they are still working on a contract for Eze. However, the clause for Eze, about £65 million, has expired on Saturday. So I think it will be difficult to sign Eze now. His clause has expired. Now Chelsea has sold Broja to Burnley on a permanent deal. Broja played on several clubs in England in the last 2-3 years, but now he's going to Burnley on a permanent deal, and I think it's better for Broja. He's going to Burnley on a permanent deal, and I think it's much better for him. Mark Guyu, 19 years old, is going to Sunderland on a 1-year loan deal. There's no option to buy, it's just a straightforward loan going to Sunderland on a 1-year loan deal. Chelsea need to get rid of some players. They still need to get rid of Raheem Sterling and Desazi and maybe some other players. Chelsea has a lot of interest now in Xavier Simons from Leipzig, and they will still want to sign Garnacho from Manchester United. They already signed Jorel Hato as a centre-back left-back defender from Ajax Amsterdam recently, but they are not done yet. Newcastle United signed Ramsdale on the loan deal. It's only a loan from 1 year with an option to buy. He's the goalkeeper. What happens to Isak we don't know, but I just said that Isak is back in training for Newcastle United today, so he might stay. And if Isak stays, obviously they're not going to sign Benjamin Sesko. But Newcastle United made an offer for Sesko for €75 million this weekend. But if Isak stays, I don't think the deal will be done. They also interested in Wissa from Brentford, because they lost Callum Wilson. He's going to West Ham United, and so they're looking for a centre forward. But if Isak stays, they might sign Wissa and that's it. It depends on Isak. There's no news on Aston Villa and Manchester United. Yeah, the point is, they want to sign a centre forward. They might sign Sesko, but Benjamin Sesko has not made his mind up yet. He might choose Manchester United or Newcastle United. Newcastle United made an offer of €75 million. Manchester United didn't make an offer yet. But it depends on Benjamin Sesko. Does he choose Manchester United or Newcastle United? We will see. We don't know yet. There is some news on Tottenham Hotspur. They signed Paulinho from Bayern Munich for a 1-year loan deal. It's a loan deal. I think there's an option to buy for €30 million. It's a 1-year loan deal. Paulinho played for Fulham before. He's a very good defensive midfielder. but they lost Son. After 10 years, Son is going to leave the Tottenham Hotspur with immediate effect. He signed a contract with Los Angeles FC, the FC Los Angeles, football club Los Angeles, playing in the MLS. So Son is going to leave with immediate effect. That's a bit of a blow for Tottenham Hotspur. That's a bit disappointing. There's no news on Brighton. Nottingham Forest signed Ndoye from Bologna. He's a right winger. So that's a replacement for Elanga. Elanga is going from Nottingham Forest to Tottenham Hotspur. To Newcastle United, sorry. Nottingham Forest has made an offer of £25 million for James McAtee, but Manchester City has rejected that bid. They want £42 million. Still a big gap. There's a lot of interest in McAtee, but City wants £42 million. There's no news on Leeds United. If you look at Everton, they signed Asnu from Bayern Munich. He's a left-back defender. I think he's 18-19 years old, as a backup for Mykolenko. But Mykolenko will stay first choice, I assume. Everton has made a bid of £27 million for Tyler Dibling from Southampton, but Southampton has rejected that bid. Tyler Dibling was a right winger, attacking midfielder from Southampton. In fact, he did very well for Southampton last season. But so there's a lot of interest in Dibling from a lot of teams now. Not much news on Crystal Palace. It seems they will keep Eze and Mateta and Sarr and Lacra and Munoz and all the good players. So Crystal Palace is looking very good for Crystal Palace. They're not going to lose a player. They might sign a centre back, maybe Diomande from Sporting Lisboa. It's not a done deal yet, but if Guehi will go, maybe he will still leave, then I think they will sign Diomande from Sporting Lisboa. But at this moment, Guehi is still staying. A lot of rumors, but it's not he's not leaving. There's no news on Brentford. No news on Bournemouth. The only thing I have to say about Bournemouth is that Paris Saint-Germain is very close to an agreement with Zabarni. Zabarni, the centre-back from Bournemouth, might go to Paris Saint-Germain. There's almost an agreement. The deal is almost done. There's a difference of €1.5 million in the price. So I think they will make a deal this week. This means Bournemouth is losing Huijsen, centre-back, left-back Kerkers, centre-back Zabarni, and Kepa the goalkeeper. So Bournemouth is still looking for 1 or 2 centre-backs to sign. Once they sold Zabarni, they will sign 2 centre-backs, I assume. Yeah, Sunderland has been extremely active on the transfer market. They signed Xhaka from Bayer Leverkusen for a fee of about €22 million. They signed Roefs, he's a goalkeeper from NEC Nijmegen, from the Netherlands. He played in Holland. And he also signed Mark Gui recently from Chelsea on a 1-year loan deal. That's a straight loan, no option to buy. Mark Gui is a centre forward, 19 years old. He didn't play a lot for Chelsea, but the competition was very tough there. So he might get a better chance at Sunderland. But Xhaka is a brilliant signing, of course. Exactly the player they needed. And then a goalkeeper, and then Gui. I think Sunderland is doing a very good job on the transfer market. They lost Bellingham, which is a big miss. But I think Xhaka will close that gap. If you look at West Ham United, they signed Walker Peters from Southampton, and also Wilson, which is a very good signing, of course. They signed Wilson on a free transfer, because Newcastle United terminated the contract. I think he's a very good signing, an experienced centre forward. I think he will do very well there. This is a good signing from West Ham United, a centre forward. They have Antonio, but he is still injured. Füllkrug is very injury prone, so Wilson will be a good signing. One of the 3 centre forwards. Wolverhampton has signed Müller-Wolve from AZ Alkmaar. He's a left-back defender to replace Ryan Ait-Nouri. So they signed a left-back defender as a replacement for Ryan Ait-Nouri. Is going to Manchester City. No news on Fulham. Nothing. Now Burnley is also very active on the transfer market. Now they have signed Broja from Chelsea. They signed Broja from Chelsea as a centre forward. Is a permanent deal. No loan, is a permanent deal. So that's also extremely active on the transfer market. As I think that it's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 signings already. They lost Trafford, and I think they are still looking for a goalkeeper, of course, to replace James Trafford. So that was the end of the video. There was an update on the transfer until and including the 3rd of August 2025.